What's up, YouTube? What's poppin'? I have to scrunch because I don't have a proper setup and I'm putting my camera on top of my fan. So I have to literally like crouch down. Hi. How are you? Okay. I have this like Honest juice or whatever, and I used to love this. Actually, there was one particular flavor that was really good, and it wasn't the lemonade one, it was another one. I think it's like peach or something, but I can't drink this. I brought this upstairs for me to drink, but I actually can't drink this because I'm physically incapable. Like, it has too much sugar. I just can't do this to myself. Literally, when did I become a health freak? I don't even know what I'm talking about, actually, because I just finished an entire can of these mini M&Ms. These are way better than the regular ones, don't fight me. So for those of you that don't know, I'm a freak. Okay, everybody knows this, but I'm crazy about astrology. I'm literally insane about it. I ask all my friends what their signs are, when their birthdays are, so I can track out their natal chart. If you are my friend and I haven't done your natal chart, you're not my real friend, just saying. So I go to this website called cafeastrology, and for those of you that haven't heard it, you're hearing it now, and it's a really good site for tracking your entire life and your entire personality. Basically what it does is you put in your birthday, your name, the time you were born, and where you were born, and whether you're male or female. And it charts your natal chart, so all of the planetary aspects and which houses that they're in, and then your houses 1 through 12 and which signs those are in. And then on top of giving you a chart, it also gives you a rundown, a large rundown of all of the planetary aspects in your natal chart, your asteroids and your Chiron, and a huge description of every single aspect of your chart, just in depth. And we're gonna go through mine because I love mine. Okay, it tells me that I'm a really good person, and it reaffirms every single thing that I already think about myself. Here's my birth chart. Okay, so my sun is in Gemini. Yes, I'm a Gemini. That's all I have to say about that. There's nothing, just I'm a Gemini. You know it, you know it. You know Kanye, you know Trump, you know Tupac, okay? My man's, rest in peace. A$AP Rocky, you know James Charles, shout out. You know Emma Chamberlain, you know, that's about it. So the sun deals with like your soul. It deals with who you are in your truest creative expression, who you really are intrinsically, how your soul speaks, and the language that your soul speaks. Your moon is your mind. It governs the way you think, the thought processes which we carry, the patterns in which we think, which can be changed throughout our lives. We know this. I preach about this all the time. Let's just go into it. Let's just read. Sun in Gemini. With the sun in Gemini, the urge for self-expression is strong. These natives are often just as interested in collecting information as they are in sharing it. Curious to a fault, Geminis have a finger in every pie. Yup. Solar Geminis are flexible and changeable people. Their ability to adapt quickly to new situations generally gains them plenty of friends and social contacts. Usually quite clever and witty, Geminis enjoy intellectual conversations, and they're easily bored if they are not getting enough mental stimulation. Often quite adept at fitting in with others, Gemini easily adopts the moods of those around them. They are friends to people from all walks of life and are not easily intimidated. Their ability to detach themselves can make Geminis very objective and observant, but a little difficult to get close to. Although they often have many friends, intimacy doesn't come as easily to solar Geminis. People with this position of the sun have gained quite a bit of knowledge in their lifetimes, but they don't often possess specialized knowledge. This is because Geminis have relatively This is funny. This is because Geminis have relatively short attention spans. Restlessness is especially common with this position of the sun. She is an opportunist. She can express herself easily and learns quickly. She is welcoming and gentle. She likes travel and intellectual work. Weaknesses: a changeable and diffuse nature. Wastes energy by doing too many things. She lacks persistence in achieving set goals. Yeah. Gemini ascendant Cancer. A shy and somewhat withdrawn demeanor. Private, but when she is comfortable, friendly and curious. Very observant and natural psychologist. Sun in the 12th house. You have a tendency to be introspective and need some space and seclusion in order to pull up your strength. You may avoid the spotlight, and if you do find yourself in a public role, you tend to hide your true self behind that role. Because your will is directed inwards, you need to find a path for yourself that allows you to get away from it all, at least some of the time. Honor your need to be alone with yourself, but avoid over-identifying with your inner world to the point that you truly feel alone in a crowd. You shine when you serve others in some way. Your compassion sets you apart from others, but try to work with it rather than letting your compassion work against you by reinforcing your own sense of loneliness. True. Dude, true. Up until a year ago, I was extremely uncomfortable just being alone with myself. I felt extremely lonely though whenever I would be around people too, because I felt like no one understood me, and I felt like there's no point in even trying to relate to other people because there's no way they could ever understand me as a person. But as of recent, I have discovered that if you can do that, and if you can truly be alone with yourself and be completely complacent and happy being alone with yourself, that's beautiful. You are literally the only person that is going to be with yourself the entirety of your life. You can always depend on yourself, and to form a bond with the innermost workings of your mind is so important. And you need to be comfortable with your thoughts, and you need to be comfortable with not having people around a lot of the time. Sun conjunction Mars. You are enterprising and have powerful sources of energy that you can draw upon when needed. You respond to problems or challenges with a spirited and enthusiastic confidence that is admirable. You are naturally competitive, and this trait is generally well received by others simply because it is unforced, unaffected, and sincere. You truly believe in fair play, and you seem to be in love with life. When you are expressing competitiveness and courage, it's easy for others to smile and accept these traits as positive ones rather than being rubbed the wrong way. You have good physical vitality. Although competitive, you are not naturally combative. You may enjoy sports or games that are competitive but not violent. Breaking the rules of a competitive game is particularly upsetting to you. You are more than most able to control your desires, aggressions, and instincts. You know how to be fair and expect others to be fair. As such, sneaky behaviors, controlled impulses, violence, and rage are offensive to you. True, very true. Moon in Taurus. These people are earthy and strong-willed. They feel with their senses and are pretty much rooted in their ways. They revel in material comforts. In fact, building a solid and comfortable home and foundation helps to keep them feeling safe and content. It isn't wise to try to push lunar Taurians into doing anything, but once they've made a commitment, they're persevering. There's a steadiness to this position of the moon that is comforting to those around them. They tend to go out of their way to avoid messy or unpredictable situations. True. There's a serenity to them that is calming. In fact, it takes a lot to really get to them. However, they do get off center every once in a while. They're not the most adaptable people when their own routine is interrupted, for example. Dude, yes, I need to have my comfort and stability in my home and my schedule. And if anybody interrupts my schedule, I get extremely annoyed and disappointed and moody. It's not good. Sweetness itself. Convinced of their ideas and strong-willed. She is foresighted and willful. She knows how to trust. She appreciates all good things in life. She appreciates and protects nature. Weaknesses. Excesses in pleasure, laziness, sensuality, thoughtlessness. I guess. Moon in the 11th house. Lots of friends, relationships. She makes friends easily and uses her relationships to further professional success. This position of the moon indicates an emotional need for a feeling of belonging with and support from friends and associations with groups. You look to acquaintances for support and offer the same in return. You are a person who is filled with many dreams, wishes, and hopes for your future, and most of these are altruistic and good-hearted desires. Aww. You can be quite expressive and animated in your speech. You have an outstanding memory and tend to pick up a lot of information from your environment. You love to chat and exchange ideas. Even if you are shy, once you're friends, you love to talk about pretty much anything under the sun. You are naturally curious and interested, and others find you very easy to talk to. You are accommodating and curious, but you are not as well equipped to handle heavy emotional demands. Mercury in Cancer. She communicates with feeling, endearing others with words. She is reflective and has one of the best memories around. She feels people out and is quick to pick up emotions and moods. She is discerning and full of insight, is lucid, and thinks things through. She likes to please and create a good impression. There can be a strong tendency to be influenced by those around her. Yes. I used to be very easily influenced. I don't know if that's still the case, but definitely was. You are not very quick to speak or communicate, especially in childhood, as you need to develop trust in your own abilities to express yourself. You make an excellent confidant. You are very discreet and secrets go to the vault. You might make matters too complex. Oh my god, this is so true. You might make matters too complex by overanalyzing motives or hunches and then have problems acting on your intuition as a result. You are very attracted to symbols, sentiment, imagery, and paradoxes. She is intelligent with quick and lively reflexes. She is preoccupied by her circle, likes to exchange ideas with her friends but also with strangers. Of an open nature, she goes out to others. Venus in Taurus, oh my god. These people project themselves as solid and comfortable. In fact, something about their manner promises they will be satisfying lovers and partners. They need a certain measure of predictability and dependability in their relationships. Venus and Taurus people can be possessive in love, and they are threatened by fast-paced, high-energy situations in the context of relationships and love. Yo, this is so true. If I feel like someone is moving fast with me, I get like, I don't know where to look. I don't like it because I need to be able to predict the person's next move, and if I can't do that, then like, it won't work, you feel me? These are sensual partners who require lots of hands-on expressions of love. You may need to give in to them in love matters because they won't readily give in to you. Avoid pushing them in love. Give them plenty of time. Yeah, bruh. We're very... Like, Taurus is the bull, right? Very slow animals. Like, the slowest animals. They don't run, I don't think. Venus in the 11th house. Successful professional life in great part due to good relationships, friends, or patrons. She finds love in the circle of friends. The friendship level of your relationship needs to be genuine in order for you to sustain romantic interest. You tend to focus on a person's unique qualities, those traits that make him or her stand out as the most attractive. Your relationships must possess some kind of unconventional element in order to keep your interest levels high. Venus sextile Jupiter. She is good-hearted, generous, and has a good character. She likes well-being, comfort, a life without problems. She has good relations with her circle. She is easy to approach. All the same, she falls in love easily. She is a successful married and professional life. Venus sextile ascendant. She likes everything beautiful, the arts, balance, and harmony. She is amiable and sociable. She likes entertainment and has a loving nature. Aww. Listen to this. This is so true. Mars in Gemini. Easily bored, Mars and Gemini natives need a fresh change of pace frequently just to keep their energy levels up. It's somewhat odd because when there's nothing much to do, these natives are exhausted. But if there's plenty of interesting things on their agenda, Mars and Gemini natives can be powerhouses. More than most people, these individuals have a physical reaction to boredom. Besides possessing a passion for words, when Mars and Gemini natives get angry or fired up, they use words as their weapon. Debates are a Mars and Gemini specialty. These natives draw on their sharp wit to win arguments. In general, they can be talkative sorts, sometimes bordering on verbal diarrhea. People with this position of Mars are quite fidgety. They have much nervous energy. Yeah, that's true. I've changed my seating position like 10 times during this video. Jupiter in the 9th house. Deeply intelligent, she is tolerant and sincere. Professional success can happen abroad or in connection with foreign countries. Faraway voyages are profitable. Her upbringing is rigorous, severe. Very true. Her professional life is all important. She is serious, methodical, preserving. She wants to have power to succeed and has all the necessary qualities to achieve this objective. Ascendant in Cancer. These people come across as gentle creatures. There is something familiar about them. They're the guy or girl next door. When they enter a room, they don't walk in with a splash. Instead, they move to the sides and weave their way inward. That's so true. That's me. Because they are rather sensitive to their environment, they can get flustered easily, especially in public. Generally, these people come across as caring people. They seem quite sweet, even innocent. Usually, these people appear unassuming enough to be quite approachable. House 10 in Aries. All the leadership qualities are there. Authority, energy, initiative, leadership. Lots of gung-ho, and of course, intelligence. So basically, that was my birth chart. If you would like to see yours, you can go to Cafe Astrology. The link is in the description below. As always, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, only if you want, and I will see you in my next video. I'm just gonna drink this. I'm tired of talking. I need a drink.
You love it how I move you. You love it how